Well, we're headed out today to go see a new piece of property. We got permission to hunt. Had permission last year, but just never could get around to going looking at it. Anyway, I think it's about 60 some acres. It's basically just crop fields. There's a little bit of crop around it. They had it in soybean last year, and I think they got it in corn this year. I just talked to the owner, and they've picked it just lately here. So we're going to take a walk around it and see if we see any good potential here. Maybe put up a ladder stand or something later and take a hunt out there a few times. Of course, done killed my buck, so just doe hunting. May take my grandson out there. He's been wanting to go hunting too, so it'd be a good place for him, possibly. But anyway, that's where we're headed, down the road. Here we go. Okay, I walked the edge of this farm, and it's mainly just cornfields. There's very little trees to hang in. There might be a couple, but most of the trees are right across the fence line on somebody else. So I think I'll just go up here to kind of the top of the hill and watch down this bottom and see if any come out and where they're coming out at. But anyway, we'll sit out here on the top of the hill and take note where they're coming in and out of and where they're going. You're watching this bottom all down in here. Just a little strip of woods there, maybe 50 yards wide. But there's a old drainage creek right down the bottom of it. I'd say some of them probably cross this road right here. Right there, probably cross this road because these woods back over here. Pretty good sized woods, and that's just a strip of woods down through there. It opens up to the bigger cornfield way back there. Another strip of wood splits the middle of the property. Anyway, we'll see if anything comes out. Well, there came out three from across the road, back of me, across the road and headed down that tree line. I kind of figured that's where they's come from over here, because that's the bigger woods. And once those three got across, and I heard another one blowing back here in the woods, so really that's probably four. That other one was probably going to come out, but I guess he didn't like my truck, or she didn't, whatever it was. Anyway, as you can see, they ran back in that little strip of woods. Where they ran was where I was thinking about putting a stand at, so might work out. I don't know, I might do that. We'll just keep watching, see what happens. Alright, there's two more. They're starting to come out. It's almost 7:30. Still a little bit light left. Oh, there's another one. Well, there's 4 more deer in that bunch. So that's a total of 14. It's getting so dark I can't hardly see them. So there's 4 of them right down here in front of the truck. But they're all coming from across the road, out of the deep woods, to these cornfields, picked cornfield. They just picked this a day or 2 ago and bush hogged it. So, man, they're really coming to it. So maybe we'll have a good hunt out of it, I don't know. It's gonna be hard to hunt though, open fields like this. They just have to come by your stand. If you put in the time, I think it'll happen. So, I'm about ready to leave. Getting dark. Okay, we're headed in for evening hunt. Walking down the road here, a little bit easier. Still walking through that cornfield. Anyway, we're gonna go down to here at the bottom and cut in at the creek. And that way they don't pick up my trail going to my stand, my scent. But anyway, because sometimes they come from this woods over here and cross the road. And seen 3 this morning. Ran 2 out when I got to my stand. And had a little spike come through on a run, and see nothing somewhere. Forget. Oh, see about 3 of them driving in up here at the corner. But anyway, that's what we're doing. Headed right over here. Right over there, that little point right there. Other side of that blowdown. Tree blowdown in the cornfield. I got my stand on this side. Sounds like the neighbors are mowing the yard, so I hope I don't want to affect them too much. But anyway, we're here. We're going to give it a try and see what happens. We'll try to slip down this creek. Ain't too deep, doesn't look too deep. Give her a shot here. Them runs there on that bank. 2 trails. They've been down it a few times. Rough. Okay, here we are. A little hike back here, but anyway. My stand. Overlooking the cornfield. Okay, we made it to the stand. I really have high hopes of seeing something tonight. The guy I'm on the yard has quit. He might just been going in for supper. I don't know, might be back out. But anyway, hope not. Maybe he's done. So, I'd say probably 30 minutes before end of hunting light. I'd say they'll probably be making their way down through here. They stay right around the edge of this creek, growed up creek bank. Big old trees and stuff. It ain't very wide. It's maybe 70 yards wide over to the guy's property. His front yard. So anyway, we got all this cornfield out here. I don't know if you can see it or not. Got a pretty good stretch of cornfield all the way down through here. So anyway, we'll sit tight. Maybe something will happen. Hope I don't get caught. I ain't in a real good place. I'm not very high off the ground. I might be. Kind of goes uphill there. The cornfield does. So from the cornfield, I probably ain't 10, 12 feet off the ground. So I'll have to move real slow if I'm gonna get a shot at one of these things. Anyway, we'll see. Man, that was a nice one. If I wasn't hunting bigger bucks, I'd have shot him. That's a good deer. He come across the road down the edge of that cornfield. They're moving. So I'm going back to hunting. Got her. Love deer hunting. Looked like a good shot. She's down. Seen them cross the road over there. Come across the blacktop, and they kind of was going to head up that way, and finally one of them turned and come down here, and then they all turned and come down here. Finally shot one on this on this cornfield. Man, I've been hunting this thing for this is the 3rd year, I think. Finally killed one. I mean, these deer here, man, they are hard to hunt. Hard to hunt. I'll get in. I think I can pretty well drive the truck up to her. Load her up. Take her home. Gonna be some good food. Good meat for the table. Love deer. Love to eat deer. Okay, I see my light knock up here. There's the deer. Big old doe. Yeah, big old doe. Nice. Pretty good shot. Tip my hair off. Be careful, I might be still inside her. Big old doe. Alright, let's see if we can get her loaded up and take her back to the house.